So I'm continuing with Jack Kirby's Fourth World with Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 148, part 2. Moments later, the giant gondola carrying Volcanum rises from its berth, carrying a menace to civilization never realized in modern history. I must snap the cable which holds the craft, a captive to the volcano, and after that destruction, the severing of all binds Victor Volcanum to the past. My first act of freedom is complete. Now to the second. Sneak. Down in the caverns below, Jimmy Olsen stirs, opens his eyes, and what happened? Superman, what happened? Where are we? The last thing I remember is looking up at a ceiling, then Blanksville. You sure are a heavy sleeper, Jimmy. Volcanum hit us with one of his gadgets, I suspect. Take a look at this one. I've been toying with this model. Watch that spinning rotor under this vehicle. It's a small-scale model of Volcanum's flying gondola. That's what brought us down into the volcano. The spinner on the gondola underside whirls faster, giving off sound and light and an electric ray. Hypersound. It's incredible. At incredible speeds, concentrated and magnified to a power intense enough to break up the balance of atomic structure. See what it's done to the model of a great modern city. And see what would happen in its confrontation with any nation's defense system. Model missiles launched to intercept the gondola. As the missiles draw close to the target, the gondola's weapons have shattered the missiles as easily as they did the city. In that gondola, Victor Volcanum is invincible. We've got to stop him, Superman, before he uses that spinner. Suddenly, the entire volcano is rocked to its foundation, as if from one giant blow. Holy Toledo, I think Volcanum's using that spinner up right now. Of course, he's leaving the volcano. Boom. So he's destroying everything he's leaving behind. And that means us too. Where are the boys? Follow me. We've all been doing a little exploring while you were still asleep. The whiz wagon. This is where Volcanum's robots stored our equipment. Get ready to pull out, men. Let's go, Jim. Get the lead out. Yeah, we felt that shock too. We also found Angry Charlie here, Jimmy. Volcanum gave him a sleeping treatment better than my tablets. I hope that evil factory alumnus stays put this time. We've been lucky. Among our clothes, which we got at pack, I found a little DNA scrapper trooper. Hey, look at him wave. There's no more time for talk. Batten down all the hatches. We're taking off. Go, go, go. Bam. Let's go. We've got only seconds to clear out. The whiz wagon's going to need an extra push to get away on time. The volcano's being pressured to go up in one great eruption. Pow, pow. Superman's adding his lift power to ours. I hope we make it. Then the volcano tears itself apart in one gigantic explosion. Boom. Soon it vanishes into the sea. Meanwhile, far from the scene of destruction, and now a new life, a new conquest for Victor Volcanum. According to my navigation charts, I have reached the shores of a great city, metropolis, and thus fate has spoken. This is the initial target for my destructive hyperspinner. But other triggers from other weapons are pressed first. What? 3 good cannon blasts ought to shake up that baby, even if they may not down him. Hounds of Pluto, I've been taken by surprise. And there's only one answer. My prisoners have escaped the volcanic eruption. There they are, smug, arrogant fleas maneuvering for another firing run. Volcanum is still in shock. He moves slowly, but he reaches the plunger that activates the spinner. They'll never make that run. My weapon will take them in mid-flight. The spinner begins its deadly rotation, and each increase in speed raises the power of its scream. Ree! Jim, we're being shaken apart, but we're going in anyhow, with all guns blazing. Give it to him, Red Baron. Pow, 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 pow. but the cannon shells run into a vibrating barrier that disintegrates them instantly. The sonic rays reach for the wild flying whiz-wagon, jabbing, stabbing tentacles of death. Yow! Pour on the gas, Jimmy. Crack! Then, from above the gondola, now, while Volcanum has blown his cool. It's all over, Volcanum. You! With one mighty thrust, Superman's arm crashes through the gondola's control panel and tears out the spinner's circuits. This should end your dream of world rule. That may be. Give up your mad urge to dominate all things, Volcanum. You could be useful and productive in service of humanity. It hasn't hurt my ego. You bleeding hearts just gush with sentimental tripe, don't you? What I build for myself, for my own view of the world, to form the world in the shape of Victor Volcanum and all that surges inside him. And now that I've been frustrated, I'll end things and take you with me. What are you doing with that panel switch? That fool, he blew up the gondola. And so ends Volcanum's madness. And as for the silent witnesses, wow, what a way to go. Volcanum is kaput. Thank goodness Superman's still with us. Yeah, and don't forget us. We almost scrubbed too. Which reminds me, there are big, shiny faucets in Metropolis just waiting to turn on for a guy who needs a bath. For me too, me too, me too. Stand by, Metropolis. We're coming home. So, the fourth world started with Jimmy Olsen, and this is it. This is the final issue with Jimmy Olsen. There is a ton left for the fourth world, but for Jimmy Olsen, we have reached the end. But we have a little bit more. Tales of the DNA Project. During the routine physical examination of maturing DNA human, the subject who represented a special experiment suddenly became violent and attacked a security guard present in the room, and he proved the theory that crime was transferable through the human cell. Was there such a thing as the genetic criminal? Quick, send a security patrol to the medical section right away. Pow! I'll teach you to get out of hand, you second-rate human. Try it, smart guy. Ugh, rap. That does it. You're too dangerous to live. Yeah, I'll bet. Especially since you've learned why DNA subjects act this way. Ow, my hand. Okay, we'll take that gun. It's all over for you. And we do mean you. You're the foreign agent who entered the project in one of our uniforms. Intelligence just gave us a rundown on you. You got the information you came here for, but it backfired on you. Many DNA subjects acquire a sharp sense of ESP. This one discovered you at once. Later, you also showed a good aptitude in handling your fists and weapons, Model 4. Perhaps, sir, but it doesn't prove I will turn antisocial. And Model 4 never did, even though he was grown from the cell tissue of Floyd Bullets Barston, a gangster executed for murder.